Hello again, everybody. Sebastian here with another Watch Over Realms video. In this one, I'm going to be showing you new hero exclusive gear that is coming into the game here, February patch in the Forerunners. Most likely, this will show up in the March patch in the global server. So maybe you want to start saving your mats for these pieces because there are some interesting heroes in here, as I found out. So I was going to the patch notes here in Forerunners. There was nothing about exclusive gear. And then for some reason, I did some foraging and one of them popped up. And I was like, what's going on? Sure enough, they added a surprise for us here in the Forerunners server for us to come and look at this. Okay. So let me show you the pieces here. Let me start with Magda. So one of the things that I don't know, except for Hatssut, one of the things that I don't know is what the main stat is, but we can take a guess given the pattern that we've seen with the other ones. Okay, so for Magda's amulet, I'm assuming it's going to be either attack bonus or attack speed because we've seen that attribute on the other ones. I'm hoping that it's attack bonus for her, but in her amulet here, the targets that she knocks back will deal 20% less damage for 5 seconds. So it's like a damage reduction, a mini damage reduction that she's applying to all those units. So essentially, they won't deal as much damage. Might have applicability in any type of situation where we actually do need Magda's knockback. The other piece that I noticed was Laseer's bangle. Most likely critical damage is going to be the main stat because that's what we've seen with all the other pieces. But for him, it increases each stack of sand erosion damage to 20% per second. So, I don't know how it'll balance out with how much damage already hellslament does, but at least it is allowing Laseer to do a little bit more damage than we see him do, right? In some situations, we're just using him for his anti-healing. The other piece that I notice here is for Magnus Bangle. And so everything is regarding his Hellborn passive. So remember, he has this passive is all dependent on what the HP is of the hero. If you go look, I think it's above 80%, he does damage reduction. If he's below 80%, he deals more damage. If you put this bangle on him, most likely critical damage main stat, that means that it doesn't matter. It won't matter what the HP of the hero is. Those two attributes will coexist. So you're going to get the damage increase and you're going to get the damage reduction at the same time. All right. So very, very cool piece, or at least exclusive type of piece that he is getting. Unfortunate that is hellslament, but that's 3 there. Now, let me show you the other ones that I found. King Harz is getting a Temper Will amulet. Hopefully it's HP percentage and not defense percentage. But with him, the damage taken at a time by King Harz will not exceed 33% of his max HP. Okay, so that's like a one hit. If for some reason he gets just one devastating hit, it will limit it to 33%. Now, the only limitation of this is the effect has a cooldown of 45 seconds. So I don't know how hardy this will be for GBG, but it would definitely be interesting to test. Now, right now, Temper Will, this bug, because there is no damage reduction going on, is observable in GBG. So we're just going to have to wait it out for the developers to fix that part of it, and then we can start testing it adequately. All right. No new faction exclusives, but I did notice that Kai is getting his own amulet. Listen, I love the new version of Kai, A3 and then A5. He just deals a whole lot of damage, and it's impressive damage, okay? And I like now using him for the Furious Torrent. And now this will just make him even more enticing to use in that aspect, because if we can get a good cataclysm set on him, and I do expect the amulet to be attack percentage and not attack speed, hopefully, right? But he will deal more damage, 12% more damage, especially to targets that are beyond 1 tile. So anywhere where he's not placing a trap is essentially where this is being applied. The other one that I noticed was Aracha's bangle. So this one is neat because as soon as you deploy her, she is 100% rage, so then you can activate her ultimate. Now, if you already have her exclusive artifact on her, right, after the 3rd activation, she would then have her ultimate will be persistently on. This just gets her there a lot faster, right? So that's essentially what this piece is going to do. It's a bangle. I expect it to be attack percentage. So cross my fingers that I'm right on that. And the last piece that I saw here, now here, this one, I know it's an attack percentage bonus because I was able to forge it. But for this one, what it will do is that it will enhance the ghastly stealth of a Hatssut. And then each time Hatssut kills an enemy, she will gain an extra 2% attack. Okay, so this will come in handy in things like Gear Dungeon 2 when we're trying to get all those sycophants out of the way. Maybe in GBG when they're trying to swarm us, this will become a very effective piece. Ezryn is also getting an amulet in the Wind of Grace set. This one, though, I would expect it to be healing effect. That's possibly the most likely scenario that was going to happen. The faction is considered healing effect. Dolores is attack bonus. So I'm going to either say that this is going to be healing effect or attack bonus, okay? But either way. So with Ezryn's piece, with instant lightning breath and the burden rejuvenation effect that he has, which extends out beyond his basic attack range, that healing effect reduction is decreased by 40%. So if you do remember, if we go and we go look at his passive here really quick, is that when he does extend out and heals an ally beyond his range, it does it, but the healing effects are reduced by 60%. So essentially what they're saying here is that this is reduced by 40%. All right. So if you kind of then do the damage, I think that it comes out to be about 24% is what it comes down to this. So subtract 60 out of 24, so it's 36%. This is essentially what's coming down to, at least if I'm mathing correctly, but that's what I'm expecting. So at least we'll get those units that would be on his range are going to get a little bit more healing. Are we done yet? No, we're not done. One hero is getting a breastplate, one hero is getting a weapon. So who is getting the breastplate? Where is Calista? All right, so Calista, hers will increase the trigger chance of that knockback, the hero's talent, by 5%. I think it's 15%. So this will just speed it up to 20. So it's a little bit more chance for you to get knocked back. Now, the thing about this is that in addition, the knockback that is triggered by the talent gains a 50% damage boost, not a strength. Okay, so don't confuse that. It's just a damage boost, but that's essentially what Callista's breastplate is doing. I think that they're just trying to make her a little bit more valuable for GD2, even though they claim that she can handle a lane altar herself, but she has to be fully awakened for that. Come on, let's be serious, all right? Or at least highly awakened. And the last one, which like he needs any more opportunity to do any more damage, but is Hex. Hex is getting his own weapon, people. Yes, during his ultimate, it increases the penetration by 5%. I'm wondering if there's going to be some type of content where penetration is going to be key, but that's essentially what Hex is doing. Now, keeping this in mind with the 5%, I do remind you that we do have the Infernal Cataclysm piece, right? That is specific for this faction. And there's more penetration there. So easily he can gain 50% penetration by wearing those two pieces on himself. So he's definitely going to become a little bit more of a damage dealer. Maybe they're preparing us for the new guild boss that is coming into the game. So there you go. Hopefully I gave you a reason to save your mats, at least until the March update rolls out, and then you can start looking for some of these pieces. As always, if you did appreciate the content of this video, please do hit like and subscribe on your way out, and I will see you all in the next Watch Our Realms video.